Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's another Rider Nation Station broadcast. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening here at St. Mary's. My name is Howie Spencer, and here with me is Lance Ibrahim. Lance, how you doing?
Doing great, Howie. Thanks for having me here tonight.
Of course. So glad to be here. And you know what? It's the first league game for the St. Mary's Lady Riders against the Celina Bulldogs. Classic rivalry match.
Yeah, Howie, you're very familiar with the Cross Lake competition. Of course, all up and down 33, Walpacanetta, Celina, St. Mary's, those teams always bringing a little extra. You're familiar with that. Tell me about your experience.
Oh, yeah. Way back in the day, 4 years ago. Now, sophomore year in high school, started playing soccer again and fell in love with it. And just had some truly incredible memories just playing here on this field, remembering some truly cherished games. So,
did you bring a little extra, though, when you played the Bulldogs?
I would say yes, because of the tradition that comes along with it, playing these teams, and providing for the audience as well, for the spectators who come just to see a good, evenly matched soccer game.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Education and Administration of St. Mary's Memorial High School, we welcome you to beautiful Rough Rider Field for tonight's WBL contest featuring our guests, the Celina Bulldogs, and your St. Mary's Memorial Lady Rough Riders.
Well, Lance, you can definitely hear the crowd out there cheering away.
Yeah, it's nice to see a full stadium tonight.
Yes. And it is a beautiful field and overall complex that we have here in St. Mary's.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have one of the better soccer stadiums in the WBL and definitely in the area. And it's designed correctly, in my opinion. It goes north-south and not east-west, which is correct. It's got a really nice, like a dome to the pitch. You don't have to run the ball off the sidelines too much.
For sure, we will now be doing the national anthem. Alrighty, we will now be doing the introduction of the starting lineup here for the Celina Bulldogs. Starting first, we have Ellie Hitchcock, Paige Viet, Isabel Maxwell, JC Felver, Alex Kemmel, Haley Garrity, Rachel Rammel, Peyton Rhodes, Bria Pearson, Alana Carroll, and Colby Kenny. Now for your Lady Riders, and whose record is currently W2-1, we have Captain Ella Jacobs, Captain Reagan Allmeyer, Soph Manker, Lauren Jacobs, Jillian Tomberlin, Reese Rabel, Kendall Davis, Miss Ariel Fast, Kelly Holsinger, Emma Freewalt, and last we have Jordan Glass. Now, Lance, are these a lot of familiar names from last year? Do you know?
There are several familiar and returning players, and definitely some starters come back on the field. And you remember at the end of last season, Coach Wilson, he had some very young players starting in the postseason, and that's got to be a big advantage coming into the next season. They've got that kind of experience already.
Yeah. So thinking of last year, a truly remarkable team that they had, going an arm and a leg with the playoffs. Can you hear me?
A little bit, yep.
The defensive line, the back line, they were phenomenal. And, I mean, they had an incredible just ability to stop goals from happening, to contain, to not stab. What do you remember from any of the games last year?
The one I remember best was it was a weekday night up in Bowling Green, and it was as if we're attacking with a lot of players, and that puts you at risk on the back, as you know, Howie. But our backs were so fast, they could push up and still catch up and stop that attack.
Number 27, junior Emma Freewell. And number 34, senior Jordan Brown.
Nice introduction of the St. Mary's Lady Riders. Now you were talking about fast. Let's talk about Ariel fast, because she is fast. I mean, she is a threat for any opponent's defense.
Yeah, you're going to have to double team somebody like that, which is going to leave you weak someplace. You're going to have to take a choice where you're going to take the risk. You're going to let her go one-on-one, take a chance with that. But again, as you know, being a back, what's your choice? Do you step up, break her down, or do you send two and leave a spot open?
And I remember plenty of times when I would mark up man-to-man with one person throughout the entire game just to make sure that wouldn't happen. But then the defense has to adjust accordingly, because I might not be in my typical spot with how we ran that defense occasionally.
Sure. Yeah, at the younger levels, we call it shirt and shirt, right?
Yes.
Get right in their shirt. You'll remember this line. Tell me what flavor gum they're chewing. Stay right there.
Yep. Celina will get the opening kick here for the beginning 40 minutes of the first half. And the ref is off. Kickoff has begun. St. Mary's with the ball, starting up some possession. Working the ball up on Celina's end. Interception from St. Mary's on the left side of the field. Throw in for the Riders.
Throw in for the blue and gold.
Ball in the middle, and keeper has it. Keeper Isabel Maxwell. Celina stepping up. Beautiful job by, is that Glass? Yep. Throw in for the Riders.
For another Lady Riders throw in.
Hey, Rich, we're getting...
Got a foul called against Celina. Free kick for the Riders.
Free kick for the Riders.
Number 1, Ella Jacobs comes out of the box for the free kick.
Ella Jacobs coming up for the free kick. And if I remember...
Oops, sorry about that.
Go ahead.
That penalty results in a direct kick for the Rough Riders.
Beautiful ball by Ella Jacobs. Working up in the box. Oh. Trying to make out what's going on.
I got a collision right in the box. I've got was no call. I thought they were calling a goal kick. But now I think they're assessing it as a PK.
PK.
Like handball called in the box.
Oh, handling call in the box. Okay.
That's tough with a long ball going in, controlling the limbs.
Yeah, it was a great setup to create some confusion for the Lady Bulldogs. Who do you see taking that, Howie?
I don't know if that's Ariel fast. Nope.
Got
That's a goal. 34, is that Jordan Glass?
So at the 38-30 minute mark, Howie, the Riders go up 1-0 on a PK.
24, excuse me, that was the goal by Miss Ariel Fast. PK.
So the setup there, Howie, this is how important. Even a deep penalty like that sets the Lady Riders up with a direct kick taken by our keeper. She puts it on net, right?
Yep.
The deflection
puts it on target up there.
to the handling. Now we got the chance at the PK.
And this starts a good tone for the Lady Riders at the 38-minute mark.
Yeah, I think an unexpected early PK. And that's tough for the Bulldogs. You know, they did stop the first hit, which is really their job.
Yeah.
The keeper did her job, collected that first one, or at least deflected it. Then she counts on her backs to take over from there.
Yeah. Celina back with possession, intercepted by Soph Manker. St. Mary's working up some possession, crossing over the field. Shot on goal, and just wide. I tell you what, though, I like how they are using both sides of the fields, crossing that ball over. That talks about mature soccer players right there.
Yeah, how many times you hear switch or change, right? Open it up, play in space, and try to play with no pressure if you can. There was very little pressure once they switched the field.
Celina starting to work the ball up. Defense there, able to knock it out. That'll be a free throw for the Bulldogs. Another throw for the Bulldogs. Celina crossing the ball in the middle. Intercepted by St. Mary's, cleared out. Beautiful possession. Ball up in the middle to Ariel. Intercepted. Taken by the keeper.
Maxwell. He takes the free kick.
Soph Manker with the ball. Celina moving forward.
Good step.
That was a good step. Oh, no call made right there.
I'm surprised they didn't pick up the call there.
Yeah.
The player was behind Manker. Must have gotten ball first.
And you know the refs are right there on the field.
Yeah.
You know, as a spectator, you think you know something, but
Yeah, they always see it best.
yep. St. Mary's now trying to work the ball up on the right side.
Going to free wall on
Free
the right
wall
side,
inside
crossed
cross.
it. Boy, just wide left on that. And what do you like to see there, Howie? A cross to a header
Cross
if you can get
to
it.
a header.
But boy, to stay on sides, and then right when that hit comes, try to basically beat a speeding bullet,
Yeah.
you got to be pretty fast.
Yep.
Pretty fast. How I see the Riders have attacked two different ways so far that I've noticed. One, through pass up the middle, and then the side. They seem to prefer the side. It's also working. They're getting that cross. Haven't connected with the cross yet, but it is. They have some space to take that pass.
Certainly. Celina now making it up towards the box. Shot saved by Miss Ella Jacobs.
17, Rachel Hamill for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs. Gathered in by Jacob.
Howie, that's the first time the Lady Bulldogs have beat us on the corner and had a cross pass like that. Lady Riders defense the backs may have to adjust a little bit to that. You don't want to see too many of those coming across.
For sure. Looks like
it's assist here.
Direct for the Riders. Now this was the same setup we had previously that led to the
Try to do this again. Sometimes it's hard to tell how after a penalty or a call whether it's direct or indirect. You got to look at the referee's arm. Is it up or out?
That's true.
You know, that was off frame but playable. Looks like it's going to be a corner for the Lady Riders.
First corner of the game, right?
Yep, first corner.
And this will be taken by number 7, Soph Manker. Going with the long ball. Nice ball. Aerial fast stepping in.
Yep, again, the referee maybe sees it differently than the Rough Rider fans saw. It looked like to the fans, player first. To the referees, it was ball first. Clean slide tackle.
Celina stepping up, now working the ball up. 27 free wall.
Pretty physical so far.
It has been.
As expected, WBL soccer is always a lot of contact. It's up to the referees if they determine it's legal and clean contact or if it's dangerous play. Most of the contact tonight, they've been letting it go, and it has been, you know, legal and safe.
Yep, that's the biggest part. Yes, a lot of it. Cross in the middle. Free wall stepping up. Drop back, Soph Manker. And right above the post.
Boy, just over the top on that one. Another great attack. Came from the side and then double touch over the top of the frame. Goal good coming up for the Bulldogs.
Number 26, Claire Turner.
Looked like Brackman took the goal kick for the Lady Dogs.
Celina working the ball on our side, passing in. Good ball. So one touch going down. Cross inside. And defense stepping up and clearing. On the attack now, St. Mary's. Reese Rabel trying to intercept the ball. Nice by Aerial Fast.
Nice body seal to let that ball go by.
I've seen the Lady Riders use some one-touches, and if those get through, they are dangerous.
Ball cleared out for a
throw in for the Bulldogs. It looks like a hand got up.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh.
Thought it was going to be a handling call against the Lady Riders, but it may have been a push in the back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the referees do it very fast. You got to pay attention. Arm went out, right? For a direct kick.
For direct. And if the hand stays.
Was it up or out on that? I missed the hand.
No,
hand
it was
signal on
out.
that.
Out.
Up for an indirect.
Yep.
Straight out for a direct. You got to catch it because they do it really fast.
Mm-hmm.
That can be a little confusing for the crowd and for our viewers. When is it a direct? When's it an indirect?
Mm-hmm.
Different fouls, different penalties, assessed different ways. But if you catch that referee quickly enough and watch their arm motion, you'll be able to tell what's coming. And why would it matter? If you're in front of the goal, indirect, you got to go to another player. Direct, you can put it right in.
Had some subs for the St. Mary's Riders. We had Leah Brackman and Emma Freewall, and for the Bulldogs, Natalie Zisselman.
Shot off the Bulldogs, just right side of the frame there. Howie got a goal kick coming up for the Riders.
For a Lady Rider goal kick.
Looks like Jacobs is going to take the goal kick. During your time, Howie, did the backs typically take the goal kick, or did the keeper take it?
Well, when we had Austin Wilker on the team, because he had a foot, he would typically do it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it would have been the keeper.
A lot of times the keeper, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if they've got a cannon and the wind's not too much coming at them, you're not leaving the goal unprotected.
Defense doing a nice job of containing. Drop back from the Bulldogs. Working the ball around. Bulldogs doing some nice work.
They seem to do their best work as well when they spread the field out. Right now they're a little jammed up. You'll probably see them open it up here.
Throw in for the Riders.
Ball played out by the Bulldogs. Into the match for the Lady Riders, number 15, Caitlin Liette.
15, Caitlin Liette, and 21, Piper Triplett coming in for the Riders.
Memorial High School would like to thank Grand Lake Health System for providing tonight's game ball. Grand Lake Rehab offers one-to-one hands-on.
15, Caitlin Liette will be taking the throw in.
Whether it's a sports-related injury or everyday ache and pain, contact Grand Lake Rehab for your therapy needs.
Another throw in for the Riders. Celina stepping up. Throw in for Riders. Celina able to step up. And the ball is back to the D line. Celina using the vision to get on the left side with the one touch going up and called for an offside.
Yeah, again, very close. The referees have the best angle. If they're doing their job, they're even with the last back, the last defense person.
And an offside is always going to be an indirect kick, right?
Yep, correct. Now from there it might not matter, but
from there it might not matter.
It will be an indirect. But good deflection to keep it down deep. Ooh.
Did you make out what happened?
I'm going to guess it was a penalty. It's probably coming against the Bulldogs, or it could be like a bloody nose or something. With no call, that's a possibility. Let's see what we got. They're asking for the clock to stop. You know, one thing about soccer, how it can be frustrating for the fans, especially ones that are newer to the game, or players and parents for that matter. It's always a delayed call, and we'll talk about why that would be. So this is a penalty against the Bulldogs. We got a direct kick coming just outside the box coming up for the Riders. Now, bending it in from here could be difficult, but what's your play here? Put it right in front of the frame and call for a header, right?
That's what I would do.
Find your tallest jumper and put it up high.
Memorial High School would like to recognize Grand Lake Rehab and the Grand Lake Health System as our official providers of physical therapy and athletic training services.
Looks like they're discussing it here. I'm sure the coach had some questions on that.
For sure.
Provide outstanding care for all of our St. Mary's athletes. Thanks, Molly, for all your time and effort.
Probably a couple of yards outside the box, otherwise we could have been looking at another PK.
Could have been
a PK.
We will now begin. Top of the box. Claire Turner kicks it inside.
That's a hard ball to turn there with a defender right on your back, but
Celina.
Great centering pass.
Pass up the middle, getting through possibly. That was good defense.
Yeah, offsides against the Bulldogs. Here comes your indirect. Now, Howie, that was probably a case when she was on, the ball moved, puts her off. She's got to get back on sides, which is hard to do. It's probably just a couple of yards difference there.
And keeping that vision to see that if it happens.
I mean, you have to have eyes behind your head.
Exactly.
You have to have help from your teammates on that.
Aerial controlling the ball down. Good footwork. Through ball. And looks like another offside.
Offside called against the blue and gold.
Yeah, so that one she was probably shoulder to shoulder. The touch came a little late. She's off. The touch comes too late. And the offsides gets called. Indirect for the Bulldogs. I think the wind is a little factor tonight.
Might be.
We might be feeling it up where we're at more than they are on the field, but you can feel it's coming across and a little bit into our keeper's face. That could make a difference in the players' fatigue from half to half.
Number 31, Liz Schlomer.
Looks like we had 31 Liz Schlomer and 27 Emma Freewalt coming in for the Lady Riders. St. Mary's passing the ball up. Heel pass from Miss Fast. Celina Bulldogs able to clear the ball out. Hopefully you all can hear the student sections here.
I like that, how he's celebrating the little things.
Yeah.
If you're here just for the goals, you're in it for the wrong thing. You got to celebrate the change like that. Maybe making a move around a player, a great foot skill. And, of course, a defensive stop. It's a big deal.
Yes. Let's throw in for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's now possessing the ball on the right side of the field, passing up to Rabel. Beautiful ball to Kelly Holsinger. Celina working down the sideline. This is when space should be incorporated more instead of consolidating into one area.
Yeah, you get jammed up a little bit. You can't see the passing lanes. If you can get a big foot, on it, you can get a nice switch, change the field.
Reagan Allmeyer with the stop there.
Had a quick run down the sideline there with a stop to the out of bounds.
Reese Rabel with the ball, passing up to Soph Manker. Soph with eyes up, taking time. Going towards the middle to Schlomer.
Oh, good deflection.
Outside. And captured by the keeper.
A little bit deep on that one.
Just a little bit.
If the keeper is very aggressive, that'll never go. But it went just into the box, into her hands. So really no chance for a shot for the Riders there.
Soph Manker with the ball. Passing up to Ariel Fast. Ariel Fast using her foot skills for the second time in a row.
It was a nice pull, hoping for the deflection there for a corner. Went over to the end line, so we got a goal kick coming up. How dangerous can those corner kicks be? I mean, it's a big advantage if you can get one. It's basically a free centering pass if you use it that way.
Sub for the Bulldogs, Savannah Jacobs. Step up from Lauren Jacobs. Celina with the ball now. Passing outside. Some grass ahead, down the sideline. Through ball down the left side. Ball stayed in. 12 coming up inside. Schlomer there to intercept. With some time working down the field. Will be a Celina throw in. Alana Carroll for the Bulldogs working up. And the St. Mary's Riders able to get the ball out. Well, Lance, what do you think Coach Wilson is telling his players right now?
Well, you got to lead, but it came in a way you wouldn't have expected it. Got to get the ball on frame, got to get it on net. You got 3 shots for the Riders, which is good, and 2 shots for the Bulldogs, but you got to get your shots up. Test the keeper. The one big direct kick deflected. You got to go after that keeper and see if you can get her to deflect some more. He's probably talking about contact too, because they're receiving a lot, right?
Yes.
So he's probably saying, okay, ladies, you got to give back too. I've seen a lot of off the ball contact here too, which
certainly,
that's well coached by both teams.
Yep.
You got a handful coming in here.
Handful. 12, we have Jillian Tomberlin. 17, Kendall Davis. 34, Jordan Glass. And 33, Olivia Halco.
Throw into the header there, header back out of bounds.
Fast with the ball to Halco, inside to Manker. Manker with the shot and left of the frame.
Shot off the left foot. I think if you had the chance to do that again, you might try outside and back in on that one.
Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Allmeyer able to intercept, pass up to Soph Manker. Through ball in to Claire Turner. Aerial Fast going up, which will lead to a goal kick.
Oh, she was sealing the player, thinking last touch was off the Bulldogs, playing for a corner there, and did not get that one. Referee saw last touch, Rough Riders.
There is something nice about just being back in the soccer culture and climate. It brings a sense of youth back. I like it a lot.
I don't know if you're that far from you
Well,
to be worried about it, Howie, but sure. Makes you probably want to strap on some shin guards and head out there, though, doesn't it?
I guess that's what I'm saying. Back to the high school days. Cross in from the Bulldogs. Looks like it's going to be a handball.
It's going to be a tough spot for that one. It's going to be a direct just outside the box. A few yards in, that would have been a PK. And what the referee's looking for is the arm in a natural or unnatural position. They assess it as unnatural, so a handling call against the Rough Riders. Referee's going to step off 10 yards here. And the Rough Riders' job is to push that a little bit. Jakes will be back there. She'll direct her players, telling them what angle she wants to give them and what she wants to take away.
What do you think? Will Celina be taking the shot? Looks like it is, and it's high.
Flew it over the top of the frame. It's a great question. I mean, it's a coach's call. Players could call an audible on that. I think in that case, you're pretty close. 3 players are making a wall, but you've got plenty of net left. That's 24 feet of frame there, so she had plenty left to go for it, a corner. Just flew it over the top. That's a big lost chance for the Lady Bulldogs.
Nerves get involved. You start thinking too much, and it can alter the shot.
Well, that player for the Bulldogs, she's been taking the goal kicks, and appreciate it. Probably got a big leg, but a goal kick from back there is very different than up here. You're looking cannon back there. Up here, you need a surgeon.
Precision, yes.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's the same leg. I think they were just going for maybe a big deflection.
Yeah,
it's the same Bulldog who took the direct there, just took like that, and was 60 yards. She's kicking that ball.
That's a leg. Throw in from the Bulldogs. And the Riders kicking it out. Leads to another throw in.
So you play back there, Howie. I mean, a safe play there is kick it out and then defend the throw in.
Yep. Reese able to get the ball up. Off to 26, Claire Turner. Aerial fast making her way up.
And we got a player down back here, Howie. Like everyone else, we're all watching the forward play of the game, and we got a Lady Bulldog down in the backfield for the Rough Riders.
Looked like that happened from the collision with her and Reese Rabel.
I think so, yeah. Trainers and trainer and coaches will probably head out onto the field.
So, Lance, what have we seen so far? What are some of the pros and cons from both teams?
You know, as we've seen, the Riders have done a good job taking it into the corner and centering it up. Now, we haven't seen a successful header or anything close on frame, that passing. And then the Bulldogs have had nothing with the through pass, nothing really up the middle that's been a threat for the Riders. But on the left side, on our side, coming down the left side of the field, I think number 12 has given us a hard time there. Beating our backs by a little bit. We've been able to recover, but if you're the Lady Bulldogs, you might keep going to that play.
For sure. Do you think that's something that Coach Wilson is telling his backs?
He might ask for an adjustment there. You know, if you let that cross go, that's one thing. You can let that go, but you better be body to body on somebody up the middle.
Exactly.
And what will they do? They're going to go shoulder to shoulder. When the hit comes, they're going to slip right out of your sight.
Yeah.
And that's, you either got to stop the cross or stop the receipt. But it hasn't been that dangerous for us yet. Again, you know, 3 shots, you know, only 1 save, and that can be a little confusing.
Yep.
You think every shot would have a equal save or a goal. The math doesn't quite work out.
Not always the case.
That's soccer. So after that injury break, it was a direct kick for the Bulldogs. They had possession when the whistle was blown.
Throw in for the Riders. Looking down to Soph Manker. She has some green in front of her. Beautiful chance. And it's a goal.
Got it.
Number 17, Kendall Davis. Well, that's what Coach Wilson wants to see, an opportunity like that, and the girls are able to execute that.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that this far into the first half, if your best shot has been a PK, that's not what you want, because you're not going to get too many of those.
Yep.
Did you catch when Sophia Manker went right past that back for the Lady Bulldogs? See that arm that she kind of put a seatbelt on her? That's a great reason for a delayed call. Again, confusing for newer people to the game. Why would you wait to make a call? And that's a perfect example. Had they made that call and we still had the advantage, that's when Coach Wilson would have lost his mind, right?
Yep.
Let it play out, see if they lose the advantage, and they didn't. It was a great no call for the referees.
And the refs are doing a great job just with seeing that and let it play out.
It's tough if you're used to other sports where you get an immediate call. Think of basketball.
Exactly, yeah.
You get to call whether you have advantage or not. In soccer, you want to wait, let it play out, see who's got the advantage.
Yep. Throw in for the Riders.
How we talked about some experience for the Rough Riders. You know, Manker was a freshman playing in the postseason last year.
That's right, yeah.
So now, as we were talking about, that postseason really sets you up to come into a higher energy game like this. Somebody with that kind of experience, minutes on the field. And you see what she did down there? Instead of going straight to the goal, she turned around and pulled the ball back out.
Yep. Mature soccer player right there. Save Ella Jacobs for the Riders.
Not a hot shot, but still on frame. A lot of things can happen. Ball's bouncing, could get deflected, and Jacobs handled it, no problem.
Jordan Glass able to take the ball down, pass up to Claire Turner. Kendall Davis up to Fast. Fast working the ball to Halko. Halko off to Soph Manker. To the outside. To Emma Freewalt. Crossing over, which will lead to a goal kick. Right idea, though, from the Riders. Subs,
great idea.
We have Reese Rabel, Liz Schlomer, and Kelly Holsinger coming in for the Riders.
Did you see the Lady Riders use the triangles there, right? I mean, you spent a lot of time with that in your youth and advanced soccer. When you don't have an angle of attack, try a different one. If you don't like that one, try another one. And it resulted in a cross to the back bar. That's a good spot.
Exactly, keeping those options open, seeing what is open and what's possible.
Penalty assessed against the against Celina on that one. Howie, direct kick coming up for the Rough Riders.
Lauren Jacobs taking the free kick. To Soph Manker taking control. Taken from Celina. Celina passing the ball up. Working down our side of the field. And Jordy Glass doing a phenomenal job of stepping up and getting the ball out of bounds. Crossing inside. Celina now working some possession, going on the other side of the field. Working the middle now. Towards the outside. Beautiful ball by Celina, which will lead to a Celina throw-in. Ball passed up to Soph Manker. Passed up to Kelly Holsinger. Throw in for the Riders.
And with 7:30 remaining in the first half, the Lady Riders clinging to a 2-0 lead.
Allmeyer trying to get the ball up. Celina intercepting and passing the ball. Leads to a throw-in for the Riders.
Glass with the throw-in.
Again for another Lady Riders throw-in.
Glass once again for the throw-in. Glass stepping up, passing in towards the middle.
So you're using their body to shield the ball. Call for help on that, right?
Mm-hmm. Celina trying to get the ball out of their end. Leads to a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Trying to use all ends of the field right there. Celina now working the ball up towards our end with a through ball up top to number 7, Alana Carroll, which is one of their speed players.
Good possession so far for the Bulldogs.
Nice job by Allmeyer of the Riders. Reese passing up to Soph Manker. Soph up to Fast. Leads to a Bulldog throw-in.
That was a good stop. Not just slow down the run, but also a deflection to their throw-in.
So what do you think about the speed of the game right now? Too fast, too slow? What's your opinion?
On a night like tonight, I think you run, right? I mean, it's not too hot. It's actually great conditions. A little bit of wind we talked about earlier. So, you got subs too. As a coach, you're going to tell your players, go hard.
Yep.
Go hard. I'll sub you. Don't hold back.
Exactly. And that was my philosophy when I played. Still got a minute. When I'm in, I'm going.
Yeah, go hard.
Fast with possession. 5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Up the middle to Soph Manker, aerial fast, deflected from the Celina Bulldogs.
Wow, somehow stayed in.
Yeah.
Maybe that ball went right into the wind, otherwise it would have been over the end line for a corner kick for the Riders.
Subs for the Lady Riders, 17 Kendall Davis and 27 Emma Freewalt. Allmeyer seeing all ends of the field.
I didn't see it.
I didn't catch that one.
Must have been off the ball. We were talking about contact off the ball that may have been after the throw-in. Far off the ball, and we should have a direct coming for the Rough Riders.
Ella Jacobs with her foot here to take the direct. Once again, a similar setup of what we saw in the first 2 minutes of the game. Celina able to step up. Leads.
So, sorry about that. We had Ella Jacobs come up for the direct because of that leg she's got, but then they send back number 8, Lauren Jacobs, to protect the net just in case something happens that they didn't expect. Can't use her hands back there, but at least you got somebody in front of the frame.
In case something would happen like that, of course.
It has happened.
Yes.
You don't want your keeper to be in a foot race with a forward to get back to protect the net.
Yeah. Tell you what, this has been a tough game of soccer. I'm liking this.
Yeah, that's proper contact. You saw that on the last play. A lot of players ended up on the pitch tonight. It's a good pitch, so he feels in great condition.
Both teams trying to work down possession. Fast with the ball, pass backwards to Reese Rabel. Celina.
Fast was a little slow getting up on that one. Referee saw it, calling the clock. Pause at 2:17. When she went down, it looked like it was going to be a minute before she got back up. Fortunately, she popped up pretty quickly.
I saw her. I think she did her backwards pass, and her calf hit one of the opponent players.
Looks like she's okay, though. Again, the referee's doing a great job controlling the action. They have to control the game. They can't change the output of the game. That's not their job, but their job is safety.
100%.
And that was a good example. Player went down, quick call, stop the clock. Assessment, get right back in, right back into the action.
2 minutes left in the first half. There's 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half. St. Mary's able to work up some possessions in the middle towards Soph Manker. Celina able to intercept, which leads to a St. Mary's throw-in.
So Lady Riders throw-in at 132. 132.
Cross in the middle. Oh, missed the header with Reese Rabel. Oh.
Wow, just missed the header. Just missed a header. Player probably expected maybe a deflection, and the ball came straight right to her thighs over the end line for a goal kick for the Bulldogs.
Anticipation.
Yeah. Yeah, deflection there might have done it. But that's a good attack. You know, Riders are on the attack. 1 minute left in the first half. As you said earlier, now's not a good time to leave it on the field. Go full out.
Number 27, Gracie Hinton.
Celina with the throw-in going towards the middle. St. Mary's working the ball, going on the outside. Celina now clearing the ball down on our end. Pass back, beautiful spot. Celina with the opportunity, which goes high above the frame. That's not what you want to see here with 20 seconds left for the Lady Riders. That's an opportunity.
You never like to trade offense for defense, attack for the backs, but with less than a minute, you're up by 2. You want to go into the half up by 2.
And this concludes the first half of the Celina and St. Mary's WBL match soccer game.
In the opening WBL match.
And we are back. It is Howie Spencer and
Lance Ibrahim.
And before we begin with the game again, we have a couple sponsors that we would like to give out. First, Grand Lake Roofing, Fowler's TV, Family Audiology Associates, American Legion Post 323, All Glaze Equipment Rental, Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, St. Mary's Foundry, Larry Schaff Auto Sales, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Pain Relief Center, Guarneri's Pizzeria, Riders Rooters, VFW Post 9289, Albert Sporting Goods, Lori Yelton State Farm, and attorney David Walbacher.
Boy, so important to thank our sponsors tonight, Howie. There's so much we can do with the help of the sponsors. I mean, the parents are given. Of course, you're using state taxes that help fund the athletic programs, but the sponsors take it over the top. And just look at what we have here. With a stadium like this, it takes a lot of work. A lot of people involved, but the community comes together and helps support these athletic teams.
100%. Vital and necessary.
Now, Howie, I've been talking to a couple of the coaches, and they said the OHSAA is looking for referees. Now, some people might not want to do it. It could be a thankless job, but if somebody's interested in that and they want to enroll in it, you need to get a hold of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, the OHSAA, and we can share a website for Ryder and Anderson Station, but look up the OHSAA if you're interested. You can be trained to be a referee, and tell you the money can be pretty good, especially in the postseason when they really need experienced referees.
And now in the postseason, that goes from 2 refs to 3, correct?
Yep. They'll add a referee, and they're going to travel a little farther, just like basketball, just like football, baseball. Paid a little more, travel a little bit farther. And the veteran referees are going to be looking for those bigger games.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that just runs from soccer to football. I mean, because a lot of these people are kind of aging out now of reffing, and the younger folks need to join.
Time for the next generation to step up, and
exactly.
As always, a few percent of the people do all the hard work, right? But in this case, you can get paid. If you love the game, you're out there running up and down the field. Certainly the referees, you'll see them stretching before the games, stretching after. They're putting some miles on during these games. One of those things you might not notice. 2 referees, 110-yard long field, probably 55 yards wide at least, and they have got to stay even with the backs to watch for that offsides call.
Now, did we talk about east and west of this field?
What do you mean, Howie?
Because I believe that this is actually one of the widest fields within the WBL.
Yeah, we're fortunate. One of the things I mentioned earlier, proper field design. This field faces north-south the way it should. You don't want it east-west because the wind comes out of the west and the sun's in the keeper's face, right? Proper field design, north-south, and 110 yards long by 50, 60 yards wide. And you'll see these ladies, they're going to use as much of the pitch as they can. You mentioned in the first half, they got in a little trouble when they packed it in. Bumblebee soccer, we're way past that at this level. But you want to use those big switches and changes to get that backs off their feet.
Look like we did a kickoff for St. Mary's.
They may have jumped the gun there a little bit on the kickoff and gone before the whistle. There's no penalty for that, but referees always look annoyed when it happens.
Now we have begun. St. Mary's with the kickoff. Working down the field. Celina able to step up, maintain possession, working the left side of the field. Throw in for the Riders.
So the goals in the first half there, Howie. One came very earlier for the Ladies Riders from the PK. Penalty assessed in the box.
Yes.
I think Fast took that one. And then the second one was a much tougher for the Riders. Ran a really nice triangle. Maker pulled the ball out of the box to give the Riders a chance. Earned the assist on that.
Was it Kendall Davis who ended up with the goal for that one? Throw in for the Riders. Slight confusion.
Throw in for the Lady Riders.
Fast trying to work up the ball. Celina able to intercept. Celina staying on that left side.
Contact, incidental. Both players hit the pitch, but no call.
St. Mary's working over. Reese Rabel close to getting a foot on it, not able to. Allmeyer stepping up. Fast with the one touch over to Claire Turner. Great foot skills, working toward the middle. Oh, and it was just to the right side of the frame. That was a beautiful opportunity and fantastic setup that the Riders had.
I like that angle of attack. I think that entering pass came off a 27 free wall, and they chose the short side on that time. The short post, they typically been going across, maybe a backside header, but probably a change in the attack is a good idea. Maybe throw the backs off a little bit.
Ball skipping into the middle. Working to the left side. Kelly Holsinger taking a shot, deflected from Celina defender. Celina now working the ball up. Very nice job by 17, maintaining pressure. Kendall Davis
keeping the ball in here.
Celina clearing the ball out. Throw in for the Riders. Leads to goal kick for Celina.
Now that whole ball has to go over, Howie. That's another two things that could be a little confusing. You got a player out of bounds running down the field, dribbling the ball. That's legal. The ball can go over the line, but the whole ball goes over and it's out. But if part of it goes over, you don't want to pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Celina maintaining possession on the left side of the field. Up to 17. Rachel Rammel inside the middle. Ella Jacobs doing a great job, though, stepping up and taking away from that threat.
Well, that was a great setup by the Lady Bulldogs. There's that cross, and you got two players coming at you. You got to choose player or ball. One chose a player, the other one chose a ball. Is a good decision. Also, the keeper came out. Jacobs came out aggressively to get that ball and ended up with no shot on goal.
And as a keeper, you got to make that decision just like that. What do I do? Do I stay or do I go?
Yeah, as a coach, you really got to teach a player that I can't tell you that. You have to make the decision, because by the time I tell you, it's too late.
Yep. Looks like we have a throw-in for Celina.
Howie, I might have missed it. I think the Lady Bulldogs changed their keeper for the second half. I know we're a little closer now, and I can't catch the number, but
that might be.
Looks like they're running with a different keeper.
I'll have to keep an eye and see what number that is. Celina working possession. Reese Rabel.
That was a good example on the first touch there. We had a good angle. Only part of the ball was over. Ball still in till that final clear.
Throw in for the Bulldogs. To 7. Alana Carroll towards the middle now. Allmeyer working the ball off to Jordan. Leads to a throw-in for St. Mary's.
So how far down the line can you run before you throw it in? Now push it a little bit, right?
Exactly.
See if the referee moves you back. I suppose 3 steps, 3 yards off the point of exit is probably allowable.
Yes.
But I've seen people push it. I seem to remember seeing you push it a little bit.
Yeah, there were some times. There were some times. Headers from Celina. Celina taking possession. Passing off the left side. St. Mary's now with the ball. Leads to a St. Mary's throw-in.
Freewald, I think, took that throw-in. That's on frame.
Ball on frame.
See that Lady Rider slip there. She slips just past the defender right after the ball's hit. That could be real dangerous for the Lady Bulldogs.
Previously, the keeper there, instead of punting it, rolled the ball out instead. That's high-quality IQ to keep a play going.
Yeah, it's a 100% pass. Make sure it goes to your own team.
Yep.
A huge kick, huge punt is not always helpful. It could turn into a turnover. Might be past the halfway, past midfield, but you're still giving it to the other team. So it's a good call.
Aerial fast working the ball up to Kelly Holsinger. Celina defends by going out of bounds. Throw in.
There's that clear out we talk about. Get it out of play, reset.
Yep.
Live to play another, right?
Exactly. Ball still in play now. Throw in for the Riders. And that's what you were just talking about.
Good example. Yep, couple yards, okay. 15 yards, too much.
It's a fast. Celina not working the ball up. Jordan intercepts. Allmeyer debating on what to do. Nice job by Jordy Glass trying to get in there.
Should be keeper.
Keeper gets it.
Yeah, so far that aggressive nature of the Rough Rider backs has been okay. Some positions there you'd say don't do it, just kick it out of bounds. Get your help back.
Smart play by the Riders.
Yep, there you go, clear it out, reset, man up, see what you got.
Substitution in for Celina, number 3, Natalie Zisselman.
Substitution for Celina, number 3, Natalie Zisselman. Good
Small
throw
thing
in.
you probably caught there, Howie. She can't just step up and throw it in. She's got to step onto the field, let him recognize the sub, then step off for the throw in.
Yeah.
Because you don't want somebody going from bench to ball to throw in.
Soph Manker working the ball up, intercepted from Celina. Ends up being Celina ball, working up the side. Beautiful ball up to number 7, Alana Carroll, with some time towards the inside. Might be a little slick out there.
Yeah, you know, this time of year the pitch is usually really good in the spot. You know, it's a watered field and it's in great conditions, beautiful. We've only seen a little bit of slipping tonight, not very much. We've seen times when the turf's just coming up, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, fortunately for both teams, it's not like it was last week where a lot of things were canceled.
That is
Heat
true.
index was beyond what OHSAA allows. But even if it was a little bit below that, it would have been brutal.
It would have been, yeah.
Especially with this pace of the game that you mentioned earlier.
Exactly. Through ball up to Kelly Holsinger. And I will have to say, that was very good defense on Celina's end.
She just happened to be able to take the heel to the shin, ball off the shin of the Rough Rider for the throw in.
St. Mary's almost with an opportunity, but Celina stepping up. Celina's able to use the green in front of her to dribble up, and which will lead.
That's definitely going to be a call for a penalty against the Rough Riders. Tripping, got behind the player, no ball contact. Be a direct kick for the Lady Bulldogs. Now, when the Riders had this, they put it on frame. It's a long frame.
That is a long frame.
It'd be a long way to get there.
St. Mary's clearing up to Soph Manker. Soph with the through ball up to Holsinger. Leads to a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Tell you what, you are seeing some grit from both teams.
Yep. You see a run like that, and the player's gassed, but you may hear a call from the coach saying, hey, we got you. Recognize you need a break, and I got a sub coming for you. Now that tells the player, go hot.
Soph Mank Step up. St. Mary's trying to penetrate through the middle.
But full stadium tonight. A lot of people came out. I'm sure there's plenty of people watching on Rider Nation station as well. But you got standing room only in front of the players' posters, which is always great to see.
Yes. And to all of you listening in to us, thank you so much for tuning into the live stream of the match between the Lady Riders and the Celina Lady Bulldogs.
Some subs came in there, Howie. Number 5 for the Rough Riders.
Number 5, we have Allison Manker. 26, Claire Turner.
Oh, we're back. And I think 31 checked in for the Rough Riders as well, I believe.
31, Liz Schlomer.
Well, penalty assessed against the Rough Riders. Crowd didn't like it, but that's typical. And a direct kick for the Bulldogs.
Good ball. Celina coming down with it, passing it to the outside. Looking for the cross in the middle. St. Mary's clearing it up. Sophmaker stepping up. Will lead to a St. Mary's throw-in. Subs for the Lady Riders. Number 15, Caitlin Liette, and 21, Piper Triplett.
Boy, Liette, a freshman coming in for a high-energy varsity game, a high-stakes game. That's a good sign. Again, good sign for the future for the Lady Riders.
Exactly. Throw in from the Riders. Celina with possession. Transferred back to St. Mary's. Sophmaker now looking for possession. Ariel with the header to Sophmaker.
Deep into Bulldog territory, a foul assessed against the Rough Riders, direct kick for the Bulldogs.
Sorry, some technical difficulties right there.
Well, if they're hearing what we're hearing, they got an earful there for just a moment.
Throw in from the Bulldogs. And it looks like it is now the first corner for the Bulldogs.
Better.
Looks like they're going for the long ball in the middle. And Ella Jacobs.
Snatched up by Jacobs. Good decision. You mentioned it's a split-second decision. You just got to go, and she did. Yep. No chance of a deflection. That's a good corner, though.
That was, yeah, excellent corner.
Do you like the short corner, Howie, or the long corner?
Well, going back, we used to do the short corner all the time.
Yep.
I tell you what, changing it up every now and then.
Yeah.
I like that. How's that balance for you now?
Good. Better. Thank you.
Celina with possession. Some great one-touches.
Little just behind the player. That's a good zigzag, right? Just a one-touch. No chance of offsides. Backs are back.
Soph Manker passing the ball back. Going up to Liz Schlomer. Celina with the ball through, going to 7. Alana Carroll inside, trying to get the cross in the middle. Leads to a Celina throw-in. Overshot to Soph Manker. Working the ball up at the middle to Ariel Fast.
This is Allison Ankerman here, a freshman.
This is a freshman going up. Tell you what, that was some great effort, though. That's what you want to see from your young kids right there.
Yep, great run for a freshman. Great run for anybody. But she's up against probably a veteran player, number 23 for the Bulldogs. She's seen a lot coming at her. And a little more experience there.
Celina with the through ball on the left side. Leads to a Celina throw-in.
Yep, Leah played it safe, cleared it out.
Aerial Fast.
Got some Rough Riders checking back into the game here, Howie, before the throw-in.
23, Leah Brackman. 17, Kendall Davis. And 33, Olivia Halco.
Now, Howie, you saw those Rough Riders waiting on the line for a little while. You got to wait for your own throw-in.
Yes.
Cannot sub on a Bulldog throw-in. Now, if both teams are waiting, everybody goes in on any throw-in.
Excellent point. Throw in. Like what we were just talking about with the Celina throw in. Now the Celina subs can come in.
They come in. You know, that's tough because you can't just sub whenever you want to. If a player's hurt, that's one thing. But if they're fatigued, you just got to play through until you can get the ball out. And if another team knows you're fatigued, they're probably not going to kick it out.
Exactly.
They're not going to give you a throw in. They're going to possess the ball.
Celina working up some possession, but leads to an offside.
You got to watch the balance of the field here, Howie. What are we seeing here, right? A little more down on our end, defending a little bit more possession for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 goals, not enough.
Yes.
Need a 3-goal lead.
Yes. Yes.
Because you know what happens with 2. They get 1, and now you're defending 1.
Exactly. St. Mary's almost with an opportunity. Celina able to step and maintain possession. Halco with a beautiful through ball. Going. Celina now with possession up on the right side of the field. Leads to St. Mary's throw-in.
You know, 2 goals with 20 minutes, Howie. Probably too much time to park the bus on the back of the line, but you got to be thinking about how do you hold the 2-goal lead.
Yes.
You're going to trade offense for defense here? I mean, you know what you did when you played. Sometimes you send some players back and just defend the goal.
We did, yep.
A little early for that right now.
Just a little bit.
There'll be a point here with if they maintain a 2-goal lead, you may see some really strong athletes. Not that they don't have them back there now, but they may change up their backs just to make sure that Celina doesn't have any shots on goal.
Yes.
Ball cleared away by Allmeyer for a Celina throw-in.
Celina throw-in.
You mentioned Wilker before. He would have turned that throw into a corner.
That would have been a corner, yes. He had an arm.
Deflected off the Bulldogs for a Lady Rider throw-in.
Yep, that happens a lot. You'll see that. You just pick it up. Maybe a suggestion works, right? But the referees are on it. They knew the last touch was off-white.
Sub for St. Mary's, 25, Kelly Holsinger.
Yeah, Ankerman, the freshman coming out now, did a great job up front. Not just holding the position, but giving the Rough Riders a chance at a goal.
Exactly.
Ball cleared away by Hitchcock for a Lady Riders throw in.
And it's early on in the season for freshmen doing that.
He won a WBL match earlier.
Yeah.
A very important match early in the season.
Another
for a little while there, you had freshman Caitlin Lead on the back line. She's coming out now, but did a great job back there.
sub for the Riders, 29, Riley Anderson.
But you could tell they're gassed, Howie, when just getting off the field takes a while.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, the referees aren't going to allow the game to be delayed. They're going to ask for that sub to get off.
Yep.
Especially if the game, as it comes down into time.
Yep.
I didn't see what it was, but right at the subs there, right at the kickoff, I think Rough Riders got a penalty assessed against them. It was a direct kick by the Lady Bulldogs.
I thought maybe a hand.
Could have been a handling. Maybe it was indirect. It wouldn't have mattered from that distance.
Into the box where Maxwell covers it.
Celina working some possession, intercepted from Halco. Celina able to clear the ball up. Then we have 7 from Celina, Alana Carroll with speed, maintaining her advance. Shot just left of the frame. Beautiful setup, though, from Celina, and that came from speed from Alana Carroll to the inside for a shot. Unlucky right there for Celina.
I think we had a deflection there, which is going to end up to be a corner kick.
Was it a deflection?
Wow. So not just a great run, but now a corner kick, which we know is dangerous. Dangerous situation for the Lady Riders.
Excuse me, sorry, yes, corner kick now.
Yeah, I mean, it did go wide, but it was a deflection.
Beautiful corner kick. Ella Jacobs, though, phenomenal save. That was brilliant. Very nice job.
Wow, I mean, that's Celina looking for a header.
Yes.
Jacobs, elevation, sure hands.
St. Mary's with the offense.
Ball cleared away for Lady Riders throw in.
3 subs now for St. Mary's. 14, Reese Rabel. Number 7, Soph Manker. And 27, Emma Freewalt.
Yeah, quick conversation there between the referee and head coach Wilson for the Rough Riders. The referee called for a clock stoppage on that. You'll see him cross his arms like an X, and they stop. He has the official game clock. The scoreboard is a close, right?
Yeah.
But we'll stop it as well. And the reason he did that is he doesn't want a team taking advantage by sending subs up there every minute.
Yeah. Number 7, Alana Carroll with her speed once again working up on the right side. Shot up. Now that one just missed the frame. That will lead to a goal kick.
Wow. So just what we were talking about, the penetration by the Bulldogs right now, time and time again. Now, that was a great cross. Tough to catch up to that one, but a header on the backside.
Yep.
Even Jacobs with that ability, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Jacobs with a good foot. Leading 27 to Emma Freewalt. Reese clearing the ball up. Up to 15 of Celina, leads to an offside.
Yep, referee's in position, catches that player, probably leaves the shoulder just before the hit is made. Now again, Howie, that offsides could be a little confusing. The player's got the foot on the ball. The next player up sitting with the last back, farthest one. As long as she doesn't leave before the ball is hit, she's good. But as soon as it's hit, she can go.
Yep.
And if it's a long pass, it'll look like an offsides, but it won't be.
Yep. And for a ref, you know, just being able to see that and making the right call and staying on top of it.
Yeah, they're watching the ball, watching players, and if they're 25, 30 yards off, they're trying to watch them both.
Yeah. St. Mary's penetrating through in the box, taking the shot with the left foot from fast, save from Celina's keeper.
Boy, nice left foot on the short side of the net. The keeper might have been heading right and stuck with it to her left. I see the keeper was wearing 90, Howie, and I don't see that on here, so maybe the same keeper that was in the first half.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not seeing a 90 on there unless I'm missing it. It would be kind of odd to change keepers in a game like this, unless it was for injury, fatigue, or if the game's way lopsided one way or another, which this clearly is not.
This is a close game, and 15 of Celina with another chance, working at the box with the shot. Saved by Ella Jacobs. What are we at? We at 13 minutes now?
Yep, just over 13. And you see the Bulldogs racking up their shots now. They're up to 6. And 2 saves considered there, right? Like you look at that one and say, is it a save? Well, that's up to the officials if they want to call it that or not.
Subs for St. Mary's, 34, Jordan Glass, and 12, Jillian Tomberlin.
After the subs, I think we got Freewalt with the throw-in. Now, in this case, they didn't stop the clock with the subs. Celina sent some in. St. Mary's did too, but it was some time between them.
Yep.
See that one there, Howie? There's a hard ball off the arm. The referee assesses it. The arm's in a natural position. No handling.
Yep. Celina has a sense of urgency right now, but St. Mary's is being reciprocal and doing the same back.
Yeah, now's the time you start thinking about how much do I want to put on the back line, or do I want to go for that third goal?
Yep.
As we said before, 3's a really nice cushion.
It is.
But you saw in the beginning of the game how quick a goal can happen.
Exactly.
Unexpected with that PK, barely into the first half. That can happen.
Celina with the cross to the inside. Nice job by the St. Mary's defense.
He's got that buzzing again.
Celina with possession. Working up on the right side. Leads to a Celina throw-in. Once again, some other technical difficulties. Sorry on our end. St. Mary's now with possession. Aerial fast working on the outside. Great ball vision to Reese Rabel. Reese with the pass up the middle. And Celina kicks it out, leads to a St. Mary's throw-in. Throw-in goes to Soph Manker.
Ball's still in play.
Celina kicks it out. Once again, Reese Rabel with the throw-in. And ball goes out, leads to goal kick for Celina. Sub for Celina, number 3, Natalie Zisselman.
Yeah, that's a deep ball on the flag. Nothing wrong with that. Manker tries to turn it up. Left foot didn't curve the way she wanted to, but boy, you turn that up onto the PK dot, you give yourself a chance.
Yep. Nice job from St. Mary's with the header. Ariel thinking fast with a quick pass. Nice give and go. One touch. Beautiful job by St. Mary's setting up. Oh, and intercepted from Celina. Jordan Glass with the throw-in.
10 minutes remaining in the match.
10 minutes remaining. Once again, another throw-in. See if St. Mary's can turn that in to Reese Rabel. Sofmaker on the top with the shot. Celina with some good defense. Stepping up, number 12, Jillian Tomberlin. St. Mary's trying to get back possession. Celina not giving back, though. Celina with the pass on the right side of the field. Up the side to number 7, their speedster. Back into 3. Beautiful setup for Celina. And save, Ella Jacobs.
Yep. It was a nice setup. If you had to do it again, you'd probably go back outside to number 7 there. But she saw something, took a shot.
Some physicality there.
Still great contact. The game is gone. It's going to go end-to-end with good contact the whole game.
Reese Rabel for St. Mary's with the throw-in. Looks like it's going to be a St. Mary's throw-in.
Keeping possession is good for the Riders.
Yes. Celina able to get the ball. 17, Kendall Davis stepping up.
Big deflection into the score booth.
Yes. Kendall Davis trying to switch fields. Sophie Manker steps up. Going on the right side of the field. Celina steps up, maintains possession. Sees green and is going with it. St. Mary's defense able to clear the ball out. Maker going up the middle with the ball to St. Mary's coming up. And Celina does it safely and kicks it out.
All right, well, so far we're seeing that Coach Wilson's still calling for the attack. Not parking the bus on the back line yet. Like to see 3.
Sub for St. Mary's, and who's taking the throw-in? Claire Turner. Intended for fast.
Okay, we touched it, and referee assessed that the whole ball went over the sideline. Throw in for the Bulldogs.
Both teams working hard, trying to maintain possession. St. Mary's working up fast with ball right now. Pass inside to Soph Manker. Beautiful vision. Taking time to the inside and save from Celina's keeper.
Not a hot shot there, but keeping the pressure on the Bulldogs.
Yep. Ball to fast working up, leads to a penalty.
Yep, that's going to be a direct.
Fast, quickly taking the shot, leads to a goal. Fast with the vision and understanding that she can do that, and she sees the opportunity, and then she takes it. Beautiful job by Fast.
Yeah, once that penalty is assessed, the referee gives a signal for a direct. That's it. The defense doesn't have the opportunity to set up a wall. They really got a haul to help their keeper out on that one.
That's not what Celina wants to be seeing here with 5:50 left.
Yeah, it's never over till it's over, Howie, but that's the cushion goal that you've been waiting for.
Exactly.
Can you relax in a WBL match? Nope.
Nope. And St. Mary's is still moving up.
Still on the attack.
Yep. Fast.
Yeah.
Same
so the call
thing
there, Howie, that's they want them to go in the direction of the ball or play the ball in that place, clearly playing the player.
Celina now here with the offense. Number 17 with some speed, seeing some with the cross on the inside to 7. And I got to say, that was actually pretty good on St. Mary's part with defense and Ella Jacobs stepping up.
She did a great job of shielding the ball, protecting her keeper. And the Bulldogs didn't send a lot on that run. They only sent 2. The rest were coming, but 2 on the attack is going to be a big disadvantage.
Yes. And the chemistry, though, just between the defense and the keeper, that was just very smart.
Well, they got to be able to talk to each other, verbals, nonverbals. They got to trust each other. And clearly they do on that play.
Yep. Looks like it'll be Celina direct.
Yeah, that penalty assessed against the Rough Riders. Tomberlin with a little too much contact, not direction of the ball, gets a call. Should be a direct coming up here.
Beautiful ball in the middle. And look at that.
And wow.
Yeah, WBL soccer right there.
Wow.
Soccer in general, it can change.
Wow. Direct to the header over the top of Jacobs, which is a huge accomplishment. You know, that's 8 feet high.
Yep.
You know, you got to be able to reach up there, and Jacobs is out where she belonged. The ball goes up over the top. You know, they don't get that other cushion goal. Right now it's sitting 2-1. Bulldogs are on. Getting 2 more here in 4 minutes, tough, but see how quick that changed?
Yep. Like what you said earlier, the game is not over until it's over.
Yeah, till the bell's ringing.
Yep.
Subs into the game for the Lady Riders, number 10, Ava Price. Number 16.
Celina working some possession, going on the other side of the field, working the ball up. Pass just too much, leads to his St. Mary's throw-in. See if they can settle the ball down, and smart play.
Oh, it didn't quite get out there, but that was the intention.
Celina bringing on the heat right now. Nice ball to the outside, not enough. Leads to an interception from Celina.
Just under 3 minutes here, Howie, and the attack is definitely on. The Bulldogs are not slowing down.
Sofmaker with the ball, pulling back up the middle to aerial fast. And smart play from the defender to the keeper, shielding off for the keeper.
There's that trust for the keeper. She could have come out and booted it, waited back, trusted her back, and got the shield.
Celina with an opportunity. Ella Jacobs coming up, has the ball.
Now here's a time the keeper wants to keep it for a little bit longer.
Yes.
Every second counts here. And probably, Howie, you might see some balls flying into the parking lot here.
Yep.
You've been given that call.
Riley Ludicky. Celina working the ball out.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remain in the match.
Jordan Glass with the throw-in for St. Mary's.
Under 2 minutes now, Howie.
Throw-in for St. Mary's again. Ball to aerial fast. Celina stepping up. St. Mary's passing. Taking some time, some beautiful possession. Interfered from Celina. Celina number 7, Alana Carroll.
There's that clear out we've been talking about. Coach Wilson probably would have liked to have that clear out back where we're at here and not even see that run.
Yes. Minute remaining in the game. St. Mary's trying to clear the ball out.
All right, now you can relax, Howie. It's good time for a parking lot ball. Nice souvenir.
Yeah.
Good contact still. We said it. Buzzer to buzzer.
The Bulldogs
A little bit too much there.
with 32
Direct kick coming up for the Rough Riders. You do have to do these in a certain amount of time. The referees are counting down. You can't just let the clock waste away, but you do have time here. You got a little bit of time here. And of course the Riders drop a player into the box for Jacobs.
St. Mary's with another opportunity. 13 seconds left.
10, 9,
8, 7.
Still contact.
5,
Ball up.
3,
And that'll be the end of the ball game here for the WBL soccer game between the Lady Riders and the Celina Bulldogs. Final score being 3 in favor of the Riders to 1 of the Bulldogs. Well, Lance, what'd you think overall?
I think we called it earlier. It was going to be high intensity throughout the whole game. I don't think the pace changed at all. You would have thought fatigue with the size of the field would have set in, but I think adrenaline because of the intensity of the match and the stakes here between Celina and St. Mary's. I think it was a great game. A lot of great passing. We saw a lot of good contact, fair calls, the right calls for safety. Both keepers did a great job, and the attack never stopped.
Yes. Well, that concludes tonight's game. We're doing commercials? Do them again.
Are we still on here?
Are we still on here?
All right. Hey, I want to point something out that Howie, most of us want to forget. But if you check the one camera that was on the scoreboard, you got the fight song playing here, and the band is wearing masks. It's not a costume. It's something we've pretty much forgotten about. That's a pandemic.
Is true. Wow.
That's going to be a reminder that's playing. You'll recognize some of the kids and players that are in that band right now.
I think you got a couple of yours in there.
There's a tall lefty up front there on the drums, Ryan Ibrahim, and it's really cool that they get to play this live. They've got a great system here at this field, but a slight reminder of times that we'll hopefully forget and never see again.
Yes, exactly. Well, any other closing remarks on your end?
I don't think so. I think maybe I'll add this. Early in the season, you mentioned it, a big match early on. The Rough Riders come out on top. Should set them up for confidence. And I saw some underclassmen on the field today.
Yes.
That's got to – if I'm in the other WBL teams, I'd be concerned about that.
Mm-hmm. Overall, congratulations to the Lady Riders, and congrats to a hard-fought game from Celina's end. Once again, the final score was 3-1 in the Riders' favor, and that concludes our Rider Nation Station live stream.
Great job tonight, Howie. Riders out.